Sofia Akatieva continues her recovery after a recurrence of a stress fracture. This is reported by our sport with reference to a source familiar with the situation. The Russian figure skating champion still does not conduct ice training. In the summer, Akateva was diagnosed with a stress fracture of the foot. In September, she performed a short program at the control rolls, but withdrew from the free skating, after which she did not participate in the competition. It is noted that the skater still has a theoretical opportunity to perform at tournaments in March. Elena Kosteleva returned to the ice after falling at the Russian jumping championships. This was reported by the coach of the figure skater Igor Lyudakov. "Everything has been bypassed. Today Lena returned to the ice," said Lyudakov. The day before, Kosteleva allowed a painful fall from a quadruple salto in the team event of the Russian jumping championship, after which she went in for a triple lutz and fell again. Alexander Zhulin named the reason for the removal of Kamila Valieva from the jumping tournament. The Russian jumping championship was held in Moscow from January 19 to 21. A day before the start, it turned out that figure skater Valieva would miss it for health reasons. As a result, the winner of the individual tournament was 12-year-old Margarita Bazylyuk. Why would she, Valieva, lose to Bazylyuk? That's why she withdrew. Valieva is a very talented person, probably the most talented person I've met. She needs motivation. It's hard to find it. There is a theme, yes, the younger a person is, the more unscrewed he is. It used to be the case with girls, now it's the case with boys. But it is absolutely not a fact that in a couple or 3 years Bazylyuk will continue to win. Yes, of course, figure skating is getting younger. Now 11-year-olds are already doing quadruple jumps, said Alexander Zhulin, honored coach of Russia and 1993 world champion in ice dancing. Tatiana Tarasova noted the uniqueness of 12-year-old skaters at the jumping tournament. How would you assess Margarita Bazylyuk's performance? She became the first figure skater in history who managed to jump a cascade of 2 quadruples in public. There were 2 very capable little girls at this Russian jumping championships, Margarita Bazylyuk and Elena Kosteleva. They are simply unique. They can do more than I would have imagined that at that age you can do. They skated very professionally. They are our future. In your opinion, what are their prospects in adult skating? I would like to see them grow and not change in the end. Remain folding, jumping, fast. This is very important, because, of course, when a person grows up, they shape up. I hope that growing up will not make them change dramatically and will not take away what they already have now, said Tatiana Tarasova, honored coach of the USSR. Alexei Zelezyakov compared figure skater Margarita Bazylyuk to Alexandra Trusova. I liked the tournament. When you see your ex-teammates jumping things that no one else in the world has jumped, of course you are happy. They're still your kids, after all. The idea is fresh and interesting. Moreover, in the absence of international starts, we should organize such competitions for the whole country a little more often. They are shown on Channel 1. Millions of people see it, it's great. For teenagers and children it is a certain motivation, which also gives them an impetus to work more on themselves in sports. Is Margarita Bazylyuk the new Trusova? Only time will tell. Margarita is still a child, you could say, and to compare her with Alexandra. First of all, her physique and physique are completely different. It's a dangerous sport, you can't predict anything. But technically the girl is good. She's also a very hard worker. Maybe she will be better than Trusova, or maybe life will turn so that something will not work out. Was it the right idea to allow juniors to compete? And which of them impressed? Why not? It's not a specific start, where there are strict regulations and age limit. It's more like a show, I guess. It is interesting for the athletes themselves. To compete among juniors, to compete with adults. It's an interesting story, like a competition, but like a show. Of course, I liked and was impressed by Arseny Fedotov and Margarita Bazylyuk. Of course they are smart, They shot, said the former choreographer of Atari Tutberidze's group Alexei Zalesnyakov. Soviet and Russian track and field athlete and sports commentator Yolanda Chen compared the Russian jumping championships and the European championships held in Kaunas, Lithuania. The jumping tournament is just wow and fantastic compared to the European championships hosted by the hapless ISU. Bazylyuk went in for a crazy cascade, quadruple salto, Euler, quadruple salto. I think it's a world record. No, Nathan Chen swung it. It's fantastic. Our girls are doing the 10th triple jump in the world. If we let them go to international competitions, they'll be twice as good. They can't even let Gubanova win, so that, God forbid, they say, a Russian girl again. This Hendricks, who was pulled in all holes and sides. And finally she won it. It's embarrassing to repeat the jumps that chicks did in the 80s. And our girls are on trend. People will start voting with tickets, money. ISU needs to think. To not allow such a thing, unprofessional organization and amateurism, quotes Chen Sport 24. Goncharenko believes that figure skater Bazylyuk is too early to call the new Trusova. Who impressed you the most? It's hard to single out anyone. Everything works together. It's not worth singling out anyone. I'm glad I saw Lisa Tuktamasheva. And Margarita Bazylyuk? What about Margarita Bazylyuk? What did she do? An amazing cascade. Everyone was talking about it a lot. I guess it's hard to add anything. Our young people, as they say, are daring. She has a chance to show how daring she is, that she claims the highest places and the most difficult elements in the future. Is it too early to call her the new Trusova? I think it's too early. We have to wait. Let it be gradual. Margarita has made a name for herself, but she still has a lot of work to do, said honored coach of Russia Ina Goncharenko. Irina Rodnina explained why she was not interested in the Russian jumping championships. I did not watch the jumping tournament. I am a person of the old generation. I love competitions, figure skating. I understand that we try to create a lot of conditions for guys to compete, to show up in public. But personally I'm not interested in it, said Irina Rodnina, three-time Olympic champion and State Duma deputy. Yevgeny Plushenko assessed Sofia Muravieva's performance at the jumping championships. On the eve of the figure skater became the winner of the Russian jumping championship as part of Dmitry Kozlovsky's team. Mora is a two-time Russian champion in team jumping. You prove your stability and mastery of the triple axel at the age of 17 for the second year in a row. Proud of you, smart girl. Everything on 100, wrote Plushenko. Matteo Rizzo posted a photo of him lying in a hospital bed. The Italian figure skater has undergone a planned operation. Hi everyone, I want to give you the news. The surgery went very well. I want to thank Dr. Della Rocca and all his staff. See you soon, wrote Rizzo. Earlier, the three-time European Championships medalist reported that he was experiencing problems with his right hip. 19-year-old Russian figure skater Alexandra Trusova published in social networks sunny photos from vacation. The last rays of sunshine, Trusova signed the photo, adding the emoji airplane. In addition to silver at the Olympic Games, Trusova has a gold medal from the World Cup in 2022, 2 gold medals from the Junior Worlds, 2018, 2019, and a bronze from the Adult World Cup in 2021. The last competition for the figure skater so far was the 5th stage of the Russian Grand Prix, which took place in November 2022 in Samara, where Trusova took second place. Recall, Trusova became the first to perform quadruple flip, tulip and Lutz at the adult competitions. Having done so, she even got into the Guinness Book of Records.